Hello, my darlings. Hope you're all doing well. Blush Lily here. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at the heaven-sent person that's coming in your way, when they're coming in, why they're coming in, what sort of relationship it is, what sort of connection it is, and anything and everything that the universe wants you to know at this particular moment. So I do have two options for you today. Option number 1 and option number 2. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. My amazing option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this particular deck, get comfy. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of an energy check-in so you guys can make sure that this is the right reading for you. Now, it's interesting that I decided to do the Lover's card as a point of choice because it's not just about love, but these are about choices of the heart, authentic choices that make you feel aligned with yourself. So I do feel, especially for you, my amazing option number 1, that choices right now are quite important. And it's as if they want you to make the right choices that are based on your heart and self-love. Alright, show me your energy right now. Oh, okay. Hello. Hello, Mr. Devil. Talk to us. What's the happy haps? It's interesting. Okay, let's get back to the energy of choices. They're telling me that you might be in a position where people view you as angry, as negative, as incredibly opinionated, because you have recently decided to cut cords, to build stronger boundaries. You are going into this aspect of you that was for a very long time considered to be your shadow aspect, considered to be negative. But the truth of the matter is, this is your repressed power, and you're starting to tap into your power that has to do with confidence, sensuality, sexuality, ambition, being centered on yourself, but in a very healthy way. Because I feel like you, my darlings, you might have had to sacrifice a lot of things. You've been taught to be a good girl or a good boy. You've been taught to be obedient as a child, yet you were asked to be as responsible as an adult. And it's kind of like this very different energy where right now you're understanding that this world, this reality, is very different to what you were made to believe. And a lot of people right now, and you yourself included, you might think that certain reactions, certain thoughts, certain desires that you have are negative or evil or whatever, but they're just you. So it's incredible how some people expect you to be an angel when you've been treated like shit for a very long time. But here you're waking up, here you're going into this energy of the devil, here you're starting to become incredibly uncomfortable for people who are using you, and here you might have thoughts where you want to kick some ass, like your shadow aspect, I don't know, your venom, your however you want to call this part of you is coming out and saying, let's go kick ass. And you're like, no, let's hold this together. Let's not do anything too drastic. But I really like that energy because it's very brave, it's incredibly courageous, and you are getting to know your beautiful devil, and you're getting to know that you are not for everybody. The main thing is that you are for yourself. They're also saying that you might be, it's almost like a question of ethics that's coming in over here, guys. Because there's no, how do I put it, there's no right or wrong in that particular situation. If it's right for you, it's wrong for someone else. If it's wrong for you, it's right for someone else. So it's kind of like you're trying to find a way that kind of works for both, but you keep your identity and you keep your feeling of that healthy feeling of entitlement, because you're definitely entitled to something. And I think you are kind of standing up for it right now. You might be waiting for something here. with the Seven of Pentacles. You might be very upset with the return on investment, whether in a relationship or in business or in life altogether. Like, I've tried so hard and go so far, yeah. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. And maybe you like Linkin Park. Who knows? Who knows? Because especially this particular song lyric came through. I think you're getting very impatient with something or someone. You're like, oh, fuck's sake. You might be in a place where it's quite hot right now, and you might not be dealing with the heat quite well. The aircon is the aircon is in full blast. You might be divorced, or there's this energy where when it comes to relationships, you're not naive anymore. You are not. I see, by the way, for some of you guys, you might be the other man or the other woman. Yeah. And maybe you're waiting for the person to make a decision to choose you. No judgment here whatsoever. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And that might actually be the case for some of you, yeah, where you're like, okay, I don't want to be the other man or the other woman anymore. I want this person to make a decision. You're getting very impatient. You're thinking whether you should just tell them to piss off. But if you're not in a third-party situation, my darlings, they're telling me that you're either divorced or you went into this energy where you're very critical of your potential partners. You're no longer naive. You're no longer this doe-eyed girl or doe-eyed boy who trusts everything and everybody. No, you're transitioning more into the shadow aspect. And they're telling me that you yourself, you can be, it's as if you don't use this power, but you can make somebody very uncomfortable emotionally. You have a very smart mind. You can make somebody question themselves. Like all of the tricks that were used on you, you can use it on others, but you choose not to. And they're telling me with the Hermit, a lot of Capricorn energy and a lot of Virgo energy, by the way. They're telling me that right now, you might be isolating yourself. You might not want to isolate yourself, but you are isolating yourself. And they just want you to know it's not self-sabotage, but this is your nervous system trying to regulate the amount of stress, the amount of can't think of a word right now, my darlings. But you understand the amount of disturbance, so to speak. All right. If that sounds like you, my darlings, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and find out what sort of heaven sent person is coming in. Maybe heaven blessed as well. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. They keep on telling me that you have this new part of your personality that even sometimes you are afraid of. All right, who's coming in? When? Why? Oh, it's time. Okay, so for some of you, my darlings, somebody's coming in within the next 8 days, up to 8 weeks. It's time. They're saying that's it, it's time. For some of you, because this girlie is wearing a wedding dress straight away, it has something to do with the person you're going to marry. It's time. This is almost like that 8 of Wands energy that's fast. And I want to say rather unapologetic. It's almost like, you know what, guys, for a very long time, I feel like you had to keep on saying that I'm here, respect me, see me, appreciate me, because it's like you were almost invisible. But now they're saying it's your time and you're no longer afraid and you no longer give a flying monkey about who sees you or doesn't see you. You're claiming your space. You're claiming your power. You're claiming your right for whatever it is that you desire. So it's time, 8 days, up to 8 weeks. And I see, like I said, for a lot of you, it has something to do with meeting your significant other, finally putting on that white dress or that suit, if you're a gentleman and if you're looking for a partner. But let's see more, of course. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this energy is coming through. This was very strongly your energy as well. Like I said, the great mentalist, somebody who's quick-witted, maybe even sarcastic. Somebody is coming in to change the strategy, guys. Let's talk about this. I see that this person is coming in, and this person thinks outside of the box. This person, if it's a lawyer, for example, it's a shark. It's a shark. If it's somebody who has something to do with taxes, with laws, with visas, this person is one of the best. Definitely not somebody who's holy. Definitely not somebody who plays by the rules. This is somebody who sees the end goal and will do what it takes to get there. Of course, here we're not talking about somebody who does things in a way that leads to some sort of complications for you. No. It's just that this person knows all the loops. This person knows the right strategy. This person can plan something for you. This person can predict what somebody is going to do before they do it, thinking ahead. And this person comes into your life as a blessing to match the energy of your devil. Yeah, the devil that can, now I can't find it. Okay. Now I can't find it. So I really want to say over here, guys, it's time to channel the shadow aspect, because you've been playing by the rules for a very long time. And now it's time to do something different, something that people would deem bad. I don't even want to say bad. It's just that you've been restricted for a very long time, and I'm not going to over-explain it. I'm sure you guys understand. And I think this is what you tend to do as well. You tend to over-explain yourself and say, no, this is not negative, because but I need to do this and I need to claim this. Now you're becoming more unapologetic. You're not hurting anybody. Let's get things straight. You're not hurting anybody. But you're getting what is yours, maybe not in a very straightforward way. You're outplaying somebody. You're outsmarting somebody. And this person is coming in with great knowledge. Unapologetic. This person, he's going to like you a lot, he or she. And he's going to want to help you. Funny enough, introduces you to some sort of different community. Might already be a part of a new community. It's interesting. And brings in good connections. Comes in in perfect timing. Helps you, funny enough, it helps you also avoid making some sort of mistake, irrational moves. This person helps you with documents. This person helps you with your strategy. This person helps you, like I said, maybe clear your name, get what is yours, and avoid you making some sort of mistake. Some sort of mistake. Maybe getting in some sort of long-term loan or whatever, you know. If you have some sort of conflict right now, this person comes in to help. Look, you're very worried, very worried. Especially for those of you maybe who are thinking about changing your job, things that have to do with your housing situation, and maybe relocation. You're very worried. Maybe things that have to do again with taxes, things that have to do with certain fees, unexpected expenses. maybe returning what is yours, things that have to do with inheritance. But here, they're telling me that this person comes in with a new strategy that has to do with money, that has to do with location, that has to do maybe with, again, giving you back what you deserve, what is rightfully yours. Absolutely love it. So show me more about this person, this situation, or how the situation is going to develop, because they are also telling me about things that have to do with love, with romance. So I don't know if it's going to be with this person. Oh my days, the same card. That's it. We're shuffling on camera the same cards. Exactly the same cards. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. All right, so I'm going to leave them out. They're asking me to leave them out. Yeah. See, beautiful. Beautiful. So for some of you, this could be somebody who's a doctor, my darlings. Because with the bodybuilder over here, it does talk about doctors. It does talk about somebody who is going to help you with your health, with your body. But I will take a look at tarot in a second. But here what I'm seeing is that there's this energy of love. Yeah, of love, of romance within the next 1 month. For a lot of you, this person comes in. But what I can't understand is it like love with this person or not? Let me ask Tarot, because maybe for some of you, yes, maybe for some of you, no. Some of you might know already this person. Or they're coming in, like I said, 8 days, up to 8 weeks. Like, is it the same person or is it 2 different people? Show me. Because here I'm getting this energy of mature love. I'm getting this energy of somebody with high emotional IQ and high intellectual IQ as well, guys. So this is not some sort of idiot that doesn't know what 2 plus 2 is. This is, I mean, an incredibly smart, talented, quick-witted, well-versed person. Very smart. This is like master's, PhD. This is somebody who constantly keeps their mind sharp, maybe through sports as well. Person who gives you hope. Person who leads you to victory through a very difficult energy. It's almost, I want to ask, who are you fighting with? It's not really your energy at the core. This is very interesting. It's not your energy at the core. You're not very comfortable in this energy. King of Pentacles. You're very angry at some sort of person who's at a distance. Very angry. Angry and still attached. This person is coming in to liberate you. This person is coming in to liberate you. Liberate you, Hampshire. and of disappointment, of things that didn't work out. Show you when a person is interested, whether romantically or career-wise, show you the difference of an effort somebody puts in. You need to see that contrast of the effort, and puts an end to your suffering, puts an end to some sort of transformation. Because they're telling me you might be in this position where you're very disappointed with the world right now. And you're like, I'm going to be evil. You cannot go screw yourself, I'm going to be evil. But I mean, this is a very good arcana, but not to get stuck in it, you know? Some people get stuck in it. And it's this energy of pain, revenge, codependent behaviors. It's there for a reason, but it's not there to get stuck in. So this person is coming through to help you work with this arcana and release the past. Really, release the past. Your expectations from something in the past. How very interesting. You're still expecting somebody from the past to do something. They're telling me it's blocked. This person was a liar, by the way. Oh, you went into the past. Darlings, I know you're telling me the story over here of how this person unexpectedly, suddenly let you down. But I want to come back to the question, show me the love aspect. Show me the love aspect, please. A person who influences a chain of events. Because you're coming through over here as this sweet, beautiful, delicate, emotionally stable person. This person, honestly guys, for some of you I'm seeing that this is somebody who's going to do wonders when it comes to your feeling of your strength. Physical strength, emotional strength. This is definitely somebody who's heaven sent. Definitely. Introduces you to the right people. So I don't see, for a lot of you, I don't see love with this person. No, this person is there as a shark that needs you to, that you need in order to pass some sort of difficult period. Somebody who's going to be your protector, somebody who's going to be on your side. And then through this person, you either get introduced to somebody who ends up being your significant other, or in one way or another, I don't know, because he's going to recommend something to you or she, you're going to do something or go somewhere that leads you to meeting your significant other. For about 10% of you, you guys are going to have a crush on this person. But this energy is more about getting shit done. It's not so much about emotions, guys. It's not so much about love. No. He acts as a bridge. He or she. This person acts as a bridge. Sometimes I get very annoyed that I have to do the whole he or she thing. So, guys, most of the time, I mean, it could be any gender, okay? Because I keep losing the flow and then I start getting agitated. My point is, see, I also sometimes have to over-explain myself. You are meeting your significant other through this person, through the interaction of this person, through this person's recommendations. And you get your money and you get noticed. Because this person sees that you're either underpaid or you were lied to. And for him, it's a question of honor, and it's a question of wanting to take on this challenge. Because this person is not afraid of the challenge. But I'm definitely seeing that this person is a blessing, and he brings more blessings in your way that has to do with love. All right, my amazing option number 1, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out. Over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. My amazing option number 2. If you guys were drawn to this deck, welcome to reading. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of an energy check-in, so you, my darlings, can make sure that this is the right reading for you. And then we'll take a look at the heaven-sent person who's coming into your life. Why? What they're gonna do? What they're gonna get up to? You know, as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm hearing that for a lot of people, you were the heaven-sent person. You have made a lot of changes in people's lives. Some of you realized that you've made a change. For some people, you didn't even realize that you made a change. I'm going to tell you, I hope this doesn't get censored, but there was, you basically saved somebody at one point from doing something that can't be undone. With something that you said, or with your smile, or with your advice, or with your guidance, you saved somebody from doing something. Let's stop there. All right, your energy check-in. You have a lot of warmth. This is amazing. You most probably look a little bit younger than you actually are. Your inner child is getting the love that it didn't get before. I almost want to congratulate you over here, my dears, because your inner child is saying hello, and your inner child is hugging you right now and saying that it loves you and it's very grateful, and you have been allowing yourself a lot more things maybe that you did in the past. Most probably you are in a place where it's sunny right now. I don't know if you're enjoying this or not, but it kind of feels like right now you're in a more optimistic mood. You also have this aspect of yourself, whether you know it or not. You enjoy being the center of attention at times. Not all the time. It's not look at me. No, it's a little bit different. It's maybe you're good at something, and you know, for example, you're good at a certain subject. You're good at singing. You're good at performing. You're good at maybe drawing, and this is where you kind of shine. And I like this aspect of you a lot because it has a lot to do with your inner child. Maybe something, you're bringing something to life that your inner child really wanted to do. So there's this strong connection, and there's an aspect of you, you know, you might be shy in other things, but there's like 1 or 2 things you're not shy at. A lot of Gemini energy is coming through. Most probably you, my darlings, are somebody who picks up things quite fast when it comes to skills, when it comes to languages, when it comes to new information. I see that somebody is bugging you right now. There's some sort of tense situation that's coming through over here. I feel for males as well, but I feel also for females, my darlings. I feel like you were brought up in a family that wanted a boy, and you spend a lot of time trying to prove that you are just as good as a boy. Yeah? I feel like you've been maybe even told outright directly, it's a shame that you were born a girl, we wanted a boy. Or like if you were a boy, you wouldn't be, I don't know, so emotional, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like you spend a lot of time in your life trying to prove consciously or subconsciously that you are just as good as, yeah? They're telling me you've already achieved a lot of things in your life, but it's as if you don't claim them. It's as if there's an imposter syndrome that doesn't allow you to recognize your achievements. But, like I said, you're already learning. You're already learning how to do that. And of course, here you dealt with a lot of lies, with a lot of false promises that had to do with the future, you know? If you were in relationships, people were telling you, yes, yes, we're going to get married. Yes, yes, we're going to go somewhere. Yes, yes, we're going to do this or I'm going to do that. And about 5.8% of that happened. And only because you did. You did something, right? You've been misled. The thing is, you are quite ambitious over here. You are somebody who can achieve great heights, certain positions that are high up. But somebody did a very tricky number on you, my darlings, that made you believe that you can't. There's this energy of loneliness. There's this energy of maybe of not being able to sleep well. There's this energy of maybe feeling like you're a little bit stuck. And I see for some of you, you might be in a process of relocation, process of maybe going into something new where you're a little bit worried, or maybe not a little bit, maybe you're a lot worried about the money, about whether you're going to be able to afford it, whether you're going to have enough money. Some of you might be worried about your current position at work. They might be downsizing, or the environment overall is just not too great. If that sounds like you, keep on watching, my dears. Let's take a look at, first and foremost, my air con. Hold on. Much better. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the heaven sent person who's coming into your life. Who it is, what they're coming in to do, when, if the cards are going to be willing to tell us. So I have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that's coming through. The person who's going to provide. So here we have the manager, the business owner, banking, CEO, somebody you can finally depend on. This person is coming in to burn an old chapter, to burn the book even, to burn... let me see. Feels like an investor. It feels like a wish coming true. Let's talk about this, because I'm seeing you getting very excited. This person is bringing in the financial stability, the freedom, the provider, the caregiver, somebody who comes through for you, somebody who invests in your project, in you, somebody who gives you gifts, somebody who is able to offer something to you when we're talking about stability, financial energy. This could be for quite a few of you, a new boss. Yeah? Somebody who does business, somebody who does things differently. You have something in your past that you are either ashamed of or afraid that it's going to influence you, that it might come out, something that you wish didn't happen. But it happened, it's part of your story, and the cards are just saying what you need to know is that this past is not going to affect you in a negative way. It's not. Because here what I'm seeing, a heaven sent person who's coming in as a boss, as a leader, as somebody who's very, very secure, as somebody who provides you that sense of stability. It's very interesting that you, my darlings, the same as option number 1, you also got number 8. So this could be happening, and it's quite fast, within the next 8 days up to 8 weeks. Maybe you're watching both options. A wish granted. Luck. Maybe it's going to be even somebody you meet when they're passing through your city, your town, or you could be passing through a particular place. This could be an angel investor. A person that connects you to the right people, maybe. discovers you. Look, it's amazing. A person who discovers your worth and value, a person who discovers your skills, your talents, a person who sees your ambition, a person of class, a person in a position, very wealthy, very wealthy. Maybe relatively isolated, but with you, this person opens up. If you're working in real estate, you might be, this might be your client who brings you a lot of money. But it's not just that. You see, this person has a special eye. This person has a combination of a spiritual insight and wisdom accumulated over having to interact with a lot of people. And this person wants to invest in you. Very kind, by the way. Powerful, chill. For some of you, this person is a little bit older. Taurus, Gemini. And I'm going to tell you this, for some of you, this person is the love of your life. This is what I want to say. The love of your life. Because this person brings in soul restoration as well. So I want to say something might be triggering for some of you, but it is what it is. You've been told all your life you have to do everything by yourself, you have to fend for yourself, you have to be strong, you have to be independent, and deep down you wanted somebody to take care of you. Deep down you wanted somebody to take care of you because you might not be too great when it comes to finances. You might not have the education. You might not have the abilities. Your nervous system might be in shatters. Yeah, you might not have what it takes to become incredibly wealthy. But here what I'm saying is that you have a person coming in who helps you a lot with this in one way or another. I know I have males and females watching this, but for my lovely females, this is about a partner who will be able to financially take care of you. This does not mean that you're going to be controlled or that you're not going to be able to earn money. No, you're smart. You're going to have your money, you're going to have your security, your stability, whatever. But here the person wants to take care of you. Wants to say, you know what, you do what you want. You want to, create your own business, or you want to plant tomatoes. Do what you want as long as you're happy. This is that sort of love. This is that sort of relationship. For my lovely gentlemen, this could be an investor. This could be somebody who heavily invests in your vision, in your training. Yeah, it could be a boss that hires you and moves you up, keeps on moving you up the career ladder. And the same for my lovely ladies. If you're career driven, career oriented, this is what you want, then this person is going to help. But if you're like, I'm no longer ashamed of admitting that I just want somebody to take the financial burden off of my shoulders, this person is coming in. Because there's nothing wrong with our wishes. Nothing wrong with our wishes. Whatever it might be. We just have to find, people who want to help, who want to make our wishes come true. Because you're making their wish come true as well. It's not one-sided. They're getting something out of it as well. In a period of 1 to 3 months. They're getting something out of it as well. Like I said, you might not be the person who brings in the money, but you might be the person who brings in that energy of comfort, that energy of love, that energy of support, that energy of doing other things, which is as valuable as money. And here, this is a completely different, interesting relationship that might change your direction. And you're like, oh, but actually, this sounds too good to be true. It's unlikely. But no. You're going to shift into a different version of reality. A free will choice, an opportunity. Nobody's going to force you to go into this relationship. Nobody's going to force you to take that job. Nobody. But be careful of your self-criticism. Be careful of your imposter syndrome. Be careful of you thinking that you can't be loved and provided for. Because it makes you dependable or whatever. No. This is an opportunity, like I said, for you to be able to relax money-wise. Whether you choose to work or you choose not to work. Because this person is coming in with money, with opportunities, with connections. And they didn't think that they could find somebody like you as well. Because for them, they don't need your money. They need your energy, they need your presence, they need your love, they need your affection. They need you to bake them cookies, if you like baking cookies. They need a partner. And you have something. It's hard to even put it in words. You have something that they want, that they've been looking for. Whether it's the way you roll your R's, or the way that you make them feel when they're down, or the way that you just hold their hands in a very reassuring way. The depth that you have, the value of your energy, the amazing sweet taste of your love. Something money can't buy. So we all bring into our nest what we have. And I say for you, it's going to be a person who brings you that energy of financial stability. And of course, it's not just that. It's not just finances. It's other important things as well. But this is coming through as the main thing. For some of you, it's a sponsor. For some of you, like I said, it's an investor. If you're already married, this could also be happening to somebody who's close to you. For example, if you're married and your husband or wife have been struggling, this person is also coming through for them. And it greatly affects both of your relationships. Because what I'm seeing is, again, the star. It's interesting. The star, and we have the shooting star over here. A wish come true, guys. A wish come true. Usually also, when we're talking about the stars, this is about fame. This is about recognition. This is about being seen. Having your book published, having your music presented to others, and getting the recognition. So for some of you, you might be meeting a producer, a book editor, somebody who's going to be able to bring you happiness in that aspect. But this person is definitely heaven sent. Definitely heaven sent over here, guys. Because they want you to experience a different reality. Because you've been struggling. And there's something that the world needs from you. Your skill, your talent, and it can only be released when you're feeling safe. For you, safety is priority. Most probably you come from a family where there was no safety in sight. Those who were meant to protect you were actually the ones hurting you. But, and that's because, that's why you couldn't really fully develop some sort of skills. Because when you're busy with survival, you're not really focusing on developing certain skills. And those who were more fortunate, who grew up in healthy or more or less healthy households, they had an opportunity to develop their skills. You had a very different path. So here, this person is coming in to wake up some sort of talent within you, some sort of skill, some sort of calling, because the world needs it. And in order for this to wake up, to activate, in order for you to take action upon it, you need that financial stability, financial security, which this person is going to organize in one way or another. And it's amazing how in the nourishing environment, how the flowers can bloom. You have not been in a nourishing environment. You, for most of your life, you have been in a survival mode, whether you know it or not. And you have no idea how successful you can be, what sort of character traits you can develop when you're feeling safe, when you're feeling loved. And you have no understanding whatsoever, just yet, how brightly you can shine and how much of an important person, a valuable person you can be to somebody who can appreciate you. I want to give you a big hug over here, guys, because here, literally, look. You know what? Another thing that comes through. I'm seeing that for some of you, and this is going to be for a very exclusive group over here. I feel that for some of you, you've come to realize that maybe you are not interested in a particular gender. Yeah, maybe you spend a lot of time thinking you were interested in a particular gender, and now you're realizing that maybe that's not the case. And you were very afraid of the dishonor, humiliation. Maybe you come from a place, from a country where same gender relationships aren't accepted. And here what I'm seeing is that for some of you, this person might be the same gender as you are. Or different gender, but basically you know what I mean. And you might find yourself exploring that situation. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But if it resonated with you, it resonated with you. But this is your soulmate. And they're telling me, that there's a lot of activation that comes through from feeling safe sexually as well. Because there's a lot of sexual fulfillment. And when we're talking about your sacral chakra, it's not just about the physical pleasure, but it's also about the activation of the power that lies within. Brings out the confidence, it brings out the sensual aspect, it balances out the whole chakral system. And most likely, my darlings, it has something to do with maybe choosing a different location. Yeah, that freedom, no boundaries, breaking free. Because I'm saying for some of you, this person also comes in with an opportunity to give you some sort of residency permit, maybe a passport of a different country that you wanted. Maybe flying private jets, because I see that this person has a lot of wealth. And even though it might sound like, something out of a movie, doesn't mean that it can't happen to you. Things working out, things taking off. I feel like for a lot of you, you might leave the country or the city or just your old life behind and travel and relocate. And this person is going to be incredibly helpful because they're going to be able to organize the things that you need organized without you feeling like you have to sort everything out by yourself. And you know what? Finally, you're going to be able to sleep well. As I'm finishing up your reading, my amazing option number 2, and they're telling me that there's something about finally being able to sleep easy without the heavy thoughts weighing you down. And being able to fly away. I don't know, maybe you're going to have a castle over here. Option number 2, you might end up living in a castle. Or a very, very big house. Because this person might be coming from old money, where the wealth was accumulated and accumulated and accumulated, and you might come from a very different story. But that's okay. Like I said, we all bring to to the table what we have. Alright, my amazing option number 2. That's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you gotta do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out. Over 250 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. My darlings, take care now. Bye.